when did this start?
Yeah, so I don't remember the exact year. I remember I was in 8th grade. It would have been like in the fall, so it would have been like November time frame. My dad just he woke me up like a random Sunday morning. He's like, David Taylor opened up a club in State College, and we live like 2 hours away. He's like, hey, let's go check it out. I'm like, all right. So we ride the whole way up there, and I go in there, and Dave's there, and I was like, oh, that's David Taylor. It's pretty cool. And I mean, he walked right up to me and started talking to me right away, like he'd known me my whole life, and so that's kind of how it all started. I remember on the ride home, my dad's like, well, is this something you want to do? Like, I'm willing to like make the sacrifice to drive up here to get you here. And then I was like, yeah, I loved it. So from then on, yeah, Dave and Mark McKnight and Eric Thompson was there at the time I started. Now it's Brad Pataki. But all those guys just helped me grow so much as a wrestler. Like I said before, the only thing I really knew how to do was work hard. I didn't know much wrestling, so these guys have been a huge blessing to my wrestling career, and then kind of helped funnel me to where I am today.
Levi, I just want to say both Bernie and Aaron have confirmed to us that you are the best dodgeball player.
Hey, no.
But my real question for you is, obviously at the Flow All-Stars at the beginning of the season,
yes, sir.
We saw how much love the fans had in Rec Hall for the Penn State guys, even though it was technically a neutral event.
Yeah.
Now we go to another technically neutral event, but obviously at the BJC. How much fanfare do you expect at something with much bigger stakes like this?
I mean, I think we always... I don't know if there ever is a neutral area. I mean, even at the national tournament, I mean, anytime a Penn State guy walks out there, I mean, the place goes crazy. So, yeah, I think it's anytime a Penn State wrestler goes out there, the fans are going to get into it. So, I think it's just we're really fortunate that it's close. So, a lot of people that maybe don't have the means to travel are able to travel and be here. So I know for some of my close family, it's a little bit easier for them to get here rather than it being the whole way across the country. So I'm thankful for that.
Levi, you grew up in Pennsylvania wrestling alongside so many legends who are also going to step on the mat this weekend. What does it mean to you to, be wrestling on a mat alongside your Spencer Lees and your Vincenzo Josephs? You even have to compete against some of these guys who are not only your teammates, but people that you may or may not have looked up to your entire life.
Yeah, I think it's really cool that I'm in the position where I get to compete against the guys that I looked up to. I feel like that's kind of where I've always seen myself going. So, yeah, I remember watching Spencer and Vincenzo win state titles. I was fortunate enough when I was a kid, I got to always go to the state tournament and watch. So it's pretty neat that I get to go watch those guys compete and hopefully get the opportunity to compete against them.
So how much influence has David had on you? How has he made you or helped make you the wrestler you are today?
Yeah, I mean, I've replicated a lot of stuff around Dave. He's taught me so much about wrestling, things that I just never would have thought of, whether that's mentality, little tactics. So even weight cutting he's helped me with. So he's just a wealth of knowledge. And I mean, just the way his mentality around the sport, I've kind of tried to adopt that, and it's helped me grow. I've had some shortcomings in the past that I feel was probably more of a mental lapse than really a wrestling issue. So I'm thankful for him for that, and he just kind of brings a calmness to the room. And I know a lot of people don't get to know Dave personally, but he's a pretty funny guy, and he's just kind of always joking around.
He's still helping you?
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Like how? Like how much?
Yeah, he still coaches me.
Like regularly?
Yeah. We wrestle quite a bit now. Love the size where I can kind of keep up with him a little bit. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome that he still makes time for me and amongst his training. So, yeah.
How many times have you beat him?
Oh man, I'll tell you off.
But at least once.
At least once, probably. Yeah.
Okay.
What Facundo, Messenbrink, Nolf, Dake, and you guys all train in the same room, and you're all in the same bracket. So, what does practice look like when you guys all know you're going to be in the same bracket? Are you avoiding each other? Are you training with each other? What does that look like?
Yeah, we still train with each other. I think it's just we understand that that's a possibility, and I mean, if you want to be the best, you train with the best. So I think that's kind of the way I look at it. I can't really speak for those guys, but I know I'm really thankful for all those guys. I know that sometimes with the competitive juices flowing, it can kind of be chippy and stuff, but I think our coaches do a really good job of kind of maintaining that. But also, we just understand that we're kind of helping each other chase our dreams and goals. So I think that we just kind of all have that understanding and are willing to give each other help. It's never like, oh, I'm not going to help him get better, because then you're kind of negatively affecting yourself. You know, if I'm helping him, he's helping me. We're both climbing. And so just kind of help us be the best we can.
How involved is Kale still with your all's progress at this point in the offseason?
Oh, he's still very involved. I mean, the sacrifice he makes in his life is unreal. I think we're very fortunate. Our coaches put in an unreal amount of hours, and that's away from their families and things. So I can't thank any of them enough. So sometimes they'll get there at 7 o'clock in the morning, and they might not go home until 7 o'clock at night, you know. So they're very flexible with helping guys with schedules and things, and there's a reason that we're the best, and it's because of our coaches' dedication to us.
You know, you talked about earlier how since you could remember, you wanted to make an Olympic team. Was the goal always 2024, or was it just kind of, happen because you just low-key won a national title?
Yeah, no, I never put a specific year on it, but I've always wanted to win an Olympic gold medal. I didn't know when it was going to happen, and I knew at the beginning of this year that I had a great opportunity to get myself to that goal. So I don't think it was ever like I put a date on it. It was kind of like when I realized like I was going to be able to compete with these guys. So yeah, no, I didn't have a set date in my mind ever, but just coming here, getting the opportunity to wrestle, and this was kind of like, oh, I'm where I need to be.
So Levi, you took off your senior high school, basically lived up here?